Right, we've got a bit of a challenge on by a customer. So this is CMS Doors in Bolton, and what they want is this Salvador 1 light 4 panel, which was available up till about 2016. Unfortunately, it's not in any more recent books. And what they're looking for is this door in a 30-inch. Unfortunately, we haven't got one in stock. We can't even buy one, but we do happen to have the matching solid one in a 33-inch, and here it is. Okay, so there's the door. It's seen better days. A bit of stain in the door there. It's 33-inch wide as well. So what we intend on doing is removing this part, take it off, take the boards down by 3 inches, glue a piece on here to create the correct gap so it'll match all round, and then remove the top 7 panels so that it suits glass. There will also be a challenge in getting the glass in there because there's not, the original door is square, the styles are square onto the glass. It doesn't have a glass bead such as this. Now this is a completely different colour. It doesn't have a glass bead. So here's the door before any work commences on it. Luckily enough, the customer's staining it down to like a walnut colour, so if I can get rid of the majority of this dark stain, the customer's going to accept it. So this is before any work, and we'll see progress on the next video. As you see, we're going to keep working away at that, eventually getting rid of the majority of the stain. As you can see beforehand, there's quite a few watermarks in there. With a bit of sanding, made them far less obvious. So this is the top of the door, and as you can see, I've just uncovered a little bit more of a stain in there, caused by water and condensation. So we're going to have a go with the sander and see if we can get rid of it. Okay, so we're reasonably happy with the appearance of that, so we're going to continue to get the stains out of the door, and then we'll be cutting off the stile, which is this part, to reduce the boards to bring the door into 30. Okay, so that's cut number 1 done. That's the stile off. Now we need to reduce the rest of the door so that it's going to be come down to 13. Okay, that's the second cut done. Okay, so the centre section is out now, leaving it 30 inches. We need to just cut the boards back a little bit to create this gap here by gluing a piece onto the edge of the board once I've cut it down. The first 4 boards, which are going to be left, have all got holes in which need to be filled in order to glue and bond anything to it properly. So that is the next stage. The timber's cut and ready to go in, all numbered up. That's the holes filled. Door's now correct width. We've reduced the boards back by 8mm to accommodate a piece of wood that's going to create the same gap as this, that effect. Here's a rundown of the door. I'm hoping that the customer chooses glass that matches the original, although they may just go for straight frosted. Door's taking shape now. It's not put together. Just putting it together to see what it's going to look like. Cut out for the glass. Just need to joint this back together. First we're going to bond this onto there in the correct position, and then we're going to be placing that back in. Then I need to do a rebate so that the door can actually take the glass. Bit of a helping hand with the design. So we've cut out for the glass. Now this piece is removable, creating a gap, which is ideal for putting the glass in. So if I machine a piece of oak that comes halfway up, put the glass in, and then another piece of oak to fill in the gap there, so it's going to be square onto the glass. So then all that I'll need to do is just rebate out of the stile here and on the other side, and then fill in with a piece of matching oak that's sanded in and colour matched. Right, we've actually used a little piece off one of the boards, so the veneer will match, and there it is, just placed roughly in. Once it's glued in place, it's ready to take the glass, which will be halfway through the door, and that just comes out now. Just need a bit of chiseling work in the corner just so it can take the glass. Just a bit of a repair required. That shouldn't take too long. Sorted. Right, we have a gap all the way around the boards and prepared for the glass to go in. Some dowel holes ready to be jointed to the door. Door is ready to go together, but we have to wait for the glass. I'm going to be putting the glass in as I'm putting this stile back on, so it's all doweled up ready.